Good afternoon, everyone. Today I have a discourse called Appasutta Sutta, or A Little Learning from Anguttara Nikaya, or the Book of the Fours, for you today. The content of the sutta is as follows. The Buddha said, Bhikkhus, there are 4 kinds of persons found existing in the world. Which 4? First, a person may learn little and don't get the point of learning or don't understand. Second, a person may learn little but get the point of learning or understand. Third, a person may learn a lot but don't get the point of learning or don't understand. And the last group or the last kind of person is a person who may learn a lot and get the point of learning or understand. So the first one, learn little but don't understand. Second, learn little but understand. Third, learn a lot but don't understand. And the last one, learn a lot and understand. So how is the person who learn little and don't understand? It's when a person who learn little of the Buddha's teachings, for example, the discourses, mixed prose and verse, birth stories, question and answer, and he does not understand the meaning of the teachings, and also he doesn't practice in accordance with the teachings. In such a way, a person is considered the first kind of person, the first kind of the 4 people, that learn little and don't understand. The second group is the person who learn little but understand. So he learned little of the Buddha's teachings, however, he understands the message or the point of the teaching, and also is able to adapt or use the teachings in everyday life. Use the teachings as the path, to follow the Buddhas, to decrease the greed, hatred, and delusion, or try to abandon the old unwholesome actions. The third one, the person who learn a lot but don't understand. Some people learn a lot of the Buddha's teachings, study a lot, listen a lot, however, he might not get the point of the teaching, so he does not practice accordingly. He does not practice in order to get rid of hatred, greed, or delusion, however, increase the delusion or the lust. So this is the third group of people. The last one is the person who learn a lot and get the point of the teaching. So he learn a lot and also can understand and can use or make use of the teachings and use it in everyday life. So he learn and then practice according to the Buddha's teachings and try to improve or try to enhance wholesome actions, try to have good actions, good speech, and good thinking, or to have the right view and right path toward the full liberation. So this is the 4 kinds of persons found existing in the world. After the teachings, the Buddha also stated the prose. The message of the prose can be summarized as follows. If one has little learning and is not settled in virtues, in short, he does not have the virtuous behavior, the wise will criticize him on lacking virtuous behavior and learning. If one has little learning but is well settled in virtues or have virtuous behavior, the wise will praise him for his virtuous behavior. If one learn a lot or is highly learned but is not settled in virtues or does not have the virtuous behavior, The wise will criticize him for his lack of virtue. If one is highly learned and is settled in the virtues, the wise will praise him on virtuous behavior and learning. So that means it's better if you listen a lot or have sutta, in Pali called sutta, have a lot of sutta, learn a lot, and try to reflect on the teachings of the Buddha and embrace it or use it in everyday life. If you don't understand, then try to consult with the wise people or consult with the one who clearly understand the teachings of the Buddha and then use it in everyday life. And also have virtuous behavior. If you do like this, you will be praised by the wise, by the Deva and the Brahma as well. So from this discourse, we learn that no matter how little or how much you study, learn, or listen, what's important is whether you understand the teachings of the Buddha or not. If you understand, then you practice in accordance with the teachings or not. So what we learn from this discourse is that we should try to listen a lot, to learn a lot of the Buddha's teachings, and also try to understand. If you don't understand by yourself, you can't understand by yourself, then you should consult with the one who knows, and then try to practice in accordance with the teachings. Practice to get rid of unwholesome actions. Practice to have wisdom, to know what is right and what is wrong, what is the right path, and then to follow the Noble Eightfold Path. And this behavior is considered virtuous and can lead you to the full liberation from greed, hatred, and delusion. So today, I hope you all learned something beneficial from this sutta called Appasutta Sutta, or the little learning, and be able to get the point of the teachings of the Buddha and try to practice in accordance with it. May you all be free from greed, hatred, and delusion, and flourish in the Buddha's teachings.